First of all, let me come directly to what I call the most urgent problem today. Because we can talk about 2020, we have a more urgent problem today. That's the Eurozone and that's Greece. And we have to find solutions for that. I think, first of all, Mr. President, and I think that we have to take an initiative with the Parliament in this field, that it is important to determine what exactly happened in Greece. We received today contradictory information. Greece says that they have given all information to the European Union and European institutions. And at the same time, the European Commission and Eurostat is saying, no, we didn't receive all the necessary information. At the same time, the investment banks, Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, the Deutsche Bank, are saying and minimizing what they have done in all this Greek case. So I think it's the task of this Parliament, Mr. President, to organize the fastest as possible with the competent Commission hearings to hear all these parties about this question and to hear what exactly happens in the case of Greece. You can talk about remedies, about solutions, about reforms in the European Union if first of all we don't know what happened in reality in 2008, in 2009, before that, in the case of Greece, and I think it's absolutely necessary that the different parties are heard by this Parliament. The second thing is, Mr. President, that I think that we have also to tackle the problem of the Greek debt. And I think there is only one good solution in that. I have yesterday read the article of Mr. Soros in the Financial Times about it, also by Oskar Fischer, I think, a few days ago in the German press. And he is saying what many people are saying. The best solution for the Greek debt is a European solution. Is euro obligations or a European monetary fund without any costs for the European taxpayers, but with a solution for the future. And I think it's also the task of this Parliament to ask to the Commission, to ask to the Council to reflect on that possibility and to go beyond the national interest of the current member states of the European Union to examine this possibility. And then thirdly, Mr. President, I think that the most important part of this debate is naturally what to do about 2020. I think that Greece is a very good example of what went wrong with the strategy of Lisbon. The strategy of Lisbon had a method that was too weak. And the gap between the German economy and the Greek economy widened the last 10 years. It became not smaller, it was bigger after the Lisbon strategy. So what we need, and that's the first decision to take by the Commission and by the European Council, is to recognise that the open coordination method was not a good method, was a too weak method, and that we need a bolder instrument inside the European Union. And this bolder instrument is the economic governance inside the European Union. What we need and what I hope, Mr. Barroso, is that in a few days you come out, in the beginning of March, 3rd of March I think, you come out with a paper on this, and I hope it's with a bolder strategy than the things that were concluded or not concluded, I don't know, in the informal summit. In the informal summit it is not concluded, it is still intergovernmental open coordination method. They make it a little bit better, a little bit faster, but at the end it continues to be an open coordination method based on intergovernmentalism. And what we ask from you is to take the lead in that, in this economic policy and in this economic governance, and to come forward together with Olli Rehn with a bold proposal to have economic governments inside the European Union. Because it is nonsense to have a monetary union on the one side and not to have an economic and social and political union at the other side. The problems with Greece are the proof of that it is nonsense. So this is the time, I think, dear colleagues, that we can expect something bold from the European Commission, and I hope in any way that on the 3rd of March the Commission is proposing a document that is far more ambitious than the disappointing, in my view, disappointing conclusions of the informal summit.
Thank you very much.